What's up? Welcome back to Dry Fork Garage. Today we're going to be working on the Honda Shadow. The last video is only running on one cylinder, so we're going to try to fix that and make it run on two today. When we were in the parking lot with this thing, I didn't have a compressor to really blow out the pilot jets, so I didn't get to clean it near as good as I'd like to. I won't bore you with the whole carb cleaning video, so I'll just get it done real fast and we'll see if we can take it for a ride. I figured if I'm going to pull them off to do the pilot jets, I might as well do a once over just to make sure I don't have to pull them again. Alright, got them all done up and cleaned nicely, so we're going to throw them back together. Boom, just like that, they're back together. Alright, everything is back on the bike. Now we're going to test to see if we have spark here. There's some right there, I don't know if you can see it. There was spark here. Seemed like it's a hit or miss.
Alright, we just took a trip to AutoZone, got some new spark plugs for the Shadow. As you probably saw, the spark plugs on there, they're completely black, and there is spark on them, but really just in the higher RPMs. So we're just going to replace them, see if that's the problem. It would be pretty easy fix. If not, then we'll look into it a little bit more. As you can probably see there, that's just completely black and no good.
So we put a new spark plug in, we'll see if we can fire it up. Oh yeah, that's firing on that cylinder now. Woo-hoo. It's got tons of smoke coming out of those exhausts, which I'm sure is just a bunch of unburnt junk that's been sitting in that cylinder, or even just some sea foam that I put in there. Well, let's take it for a ride, huh?
This key is still pretty touchy about where you have to have it started. But yep, that pipe is warming up, so we should be good to go. We'll let it warm up a little bit before we take it anywhere. The clutch is still pretty iffy. I think we just need to put a new line on it though, because I think this line's old and it's expanding out instead of pushing the piston in. Comes right back down to an idle pretty nicely, and it revs up pretty good. It kind of will sometimes act like it's catching a bunch of air. Well, we'll take it for a cruise up here. We won't go too crazy yet. Don't want to blow up our project bike. Getting some new spark plugs and a little better carb clean is all this thing really needed. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. I'm super happy that it was just spark plugs and not something deeper in the ignition system, because that would have been a headache. That's like a $10 fix versus like a $70 fix. And as you know, the more you spend on fixing the bike, the less profit you end up getting. So you've come to a stop. Yep, it just sits right at idle where it should be. My neutral light indicator went out and should be lighting up. Had that quit on me just not too long ago. Here it is, it's running pretty well. Really, you can't ask for a better project bike than this. Just some new spark plugs, a good thorough carb clean, and this thing was pretty much in perfect shape. It's in excellent shape. Overall, I think it's a pretty good purchase. I think we should be able to make some good money off of it. We'll just keep whipping this thing around it. Whew! Whoa! Spun out a little bit right there on the gravel. This is just a bike that makes you want to go ride. It's just a solid bike. Starts up pretty well, runs super well. It's just exciting and fun. I didn't put a ton of gas in this thing, so hopefully I won't need to call a tow. I'm not 100% sure what the 0 to 60 is, but I'll just put it on the screen here of what they claim it is. This thing pretty cool too. I wasn't sure if the cooling on this thing worked. I put coolant in it, but I had never got it hot enough or ran it long enough to know if the cooling actually worked. Okay, here we go. 0 to 60. Put my visor down because I'm a motorcycle racer. There. This thing gets up pretty good. It's pretty solid. Not bad at all. I'm not super happy with my launch, so we're gonna turn around and see what we can get moving here. Go this way. Second attempt. There. Man, that was only second gear. This thing moves. This is a fun bike.
And as we can all tell, I'm not actually a racer. I got nowhere near that 0 to 60 time.
Oh yeah, it hits those downshifts pretty good. Ooh. It's just really impressive how little work this bike needed and that it runs this well for being 40 years old. This is a dang good find. Oh, should we race this guy? Oh, never mind, he's turning back. Dang it. Alright, I guess I better get home before I run out of gas here. Overall, this Shadow is just an amazing bike. Thanks for watching. I'll throw some more videos up so you can go watch them. Make sure to subscribe as well so you can see what we end up doing with this bike. Ooh, look at that truck. I'm super happy we ended up getting it to run on both cylinders there. Super amazing bike. I'll throw some videos up so you can watch some more of those. Make sure to subscribe so you can see what else we do with this bike. I'll see you on the next one.